Yes, children. Let's see one more example. Now this is between a weak acid and a weak base. Okay, both are weak. Acid is also weak, base is also weak. And what is the kind of salt you get? You get a neutral salt. If both are strong, then also you get a neutral salt. When both are weak, then also you get a neutral salt. Right? Now, this is ammonium acetate. What is this? This is ammonium acetate. Right? This ammonium acetate is reacting with water to give you acetate ion and ammonium ion. Now, let us see hydrolysis of these two ions. Acetate ion plus NH4 plus water will give you acetic acid plus NH4OH. Now, this is an equilibrium reaction, right? Because this acetate ion, if at all there is H plus ion in the vicinity, it will try to take that up to become the unionized acetic acid form. Because it's a weak acid, it prefers to remain in the undissociated acetic acid form. Same way NH4 plus also, if somebody is giving OH minus, it will prefer to remain as NH4OH. Because both are weak electrolytes. Okay, weak electrolytes की ionization partial होती है या बहुत कम होती है. Okay, now both this acetic acid and NH4OH will remain in the solution in the partially dissociated form. Okay, so if at all acetic acid is undergoing dissociation, it will partially dissociate to give you acetate ion and H plus ion, and NH4OH, again a weak electrolyte, that will also undergo partial dissociation. See, this reversible equilibrium tells you that they are weak electrolytes and their ionization is partial. It will give you NH4 plus and OH minus, and water will ionize to give you H plus and OH minus. Right? Okay. Now, presence of H plus, common ion is there, right? So this equation will be moving in the backward direction. OH minus is common ion. So this reaction is also moving in the backward direction. So you understand very clearly that acetic acid and ammonium hydroxide are mostly in the unionized form. Okay, right. Now thus, degree of hydrolysis is independent of concentration of solution. What is this degree of hydrolysis? Degree of hydrolysis of a salt is defined as the fraction of the total salt which is hydrolyzed. Like in the case of acetic acid, try to recollect your memory. Dissociation of weak acid हमने देखा था. Acetic acid plus water giving you acetate ion and H3O plus ion. Then you start with C moles. Initially I said nothing is formed, and then alpha of C has dissociated. Try to recollect your memory. We have seen this derivation. Alpha of C has dissociated. This is your initial concentration. And what will be your final concentration? It will be C minus C alpha. Alpha of C. Of means multiplication. Okay? So alpha of C means C alpha. C minus C alpha will be left, and C alpha has given you C alpha of this and C alpha of this. Right? So this alpha, what is this alpha? Alpha is called as degree of dissociation. And here we are talking about degree of hydrolysis. Okay? You need not have to know any mathematical relation here. There's nothing to it. So, degree of hydrolysis of a salt is defined as the fraction of the total salt. Just like here what you saw. Fraction of the initial number of moles that is undergoing dissociation. Same way here, it is the fraction of the total salt which is hydrolyzed. And how do you measure the pH of such solutions? It can be determined by their pK values. pK values in the sense, like when you take any salt. This salt plus water is giving you acetate ion and NH4 plus ion, is it not? So then if you take this and this as a conjugate acid and this as a conjugate base, then you can write their reaction with water and you can correspondingly find out what is pKa and pKb. Okay, so the final expression is pH of such a solution is equal to 7 plus half of pKa minus pKb. Now, if the difference, if it is positive, then the pH will be above 7. And if at all the difference is negative, then pH will be less than 7. Okay, pH will be less than 7. So you just need to know this expression. You will be given pKa, pKb and all that, and you just have to find out pH. It will be a very simple numerical.